before I break the actual strategy down, something very, very important. You have to know this. There is no way you can skip this video. This is super important, is session timings. And this kind of correlates, and I'll break it into how I use this indicator. It's kind of an indicator right here, but I'm just changing the color of the candles to represent each session. So throughout the whole course, and what I use on my charts is this pinky red here indicates US session. This green here indicates London session, and this black here indicates Asian session. You have to know this, and you have to have these on your charts. I'm going to show you this actual indicator and the settings. So what you need to do is go over to indicator and type in Asia session bar, and then it's this one right here by Lofat, or it's by Raymond Koto. It's one of these two, but this is the indicator right there, and you want to favorite that and then put 3 of them on your chart. So add 3. Obviously I've already done it, and then the settings that you want to put on are these ones. It's exactly the same no matter where you are in the world, because this session here, it was created by someone who I think is in Eastern US time. So this is what we all have to use. This isn't the time zone that I use, but you have to use it because this is the indicator. So no matter where you are in the world, use these settings right here. You don't have to use the same color, but it would be much easier, so I can kind of help out with your charts and you can see mine. So on settings, the first one you need to do, this one right here is US session, and you need to put it from 8 a.m. Remember, this is US time. You have to put it in these right here. So don't translate this over to your time. Put it exactly as I have it right here. So put it from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. right there. So that is the first one. And then I have that in kind of this pink here, and that's US session. Now the second one, settings, is black right here. So this is Asia session, and it goes from 5 p.m. until 3 a.m. So that's Asia session. And the third one is obviously London session that I have in green, and that goes from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. Now, that is the 3 sessions of the day. They're very important, as I'll show you in the zones bit coming up. But a few people will be asking and wondering why I don't put London session until further on, because there is a London US kind of overlap, which most people know about. Now, I disregard this overlap. To me, and this is how I've always done it, and it's found me success. You can do it differently if you want, but I recommend doing it exactly how I do it. I say, even though it technically doesn't, that the London market shuts when the US market opens. So that's 8 a.m. on this time right here. Now, technically it does go on for another few hours, but I don't count that price action with this indicator or with my zones, because once the US bankers come to the market, that is a whole different session to me, and it's different zones. So these are the 3 sessions of the day. We have Asian, London, and US, and this is the indicator of how I draw it on. It's super, super clean. I used to draw boxes to represent each indicator, which you can do as well. I mean, that is some of the examples on this course, because I've used a few examples from the old course when I used to use boxes before I found this indicator. So the boxes just indicate sessions as well, but I recommend you do this because it's super, super clean. So you have to do this. It is absolute necessity. These are the 3 sessions of the day. This is the basis to my entire strategy of how the banks actually use the markets. Without session zones and the session times and the zones that I'm going to show you, to me, the market would make 0 sense. But this is how it makes sense to me, and it's how I'm going to show you how it makes sense.